I manage that? Good morning. I busted something up here. Somehow I closed... Wait. My Stream Buddy app keeps like restarting itself. That's kind of strange. Seems okay right now. Wouldn't be a walking commuter stream if everything worked perfectly. Okay. Hello. Good morning. Those are some very yellow melons at the fruit stand up ahead. I don't know if that comes through on camera, but they're like front and center and very bright. Melon. Okay. Susie Q, Alfred Clues, Exploration. Ambrose Chamber Pot. Good morning. Florian Schwartz. Stephen Freeman, Drumland. Michelle K, Linengram. Colleen, Tom X, LP. Jagdesh Ratan. Hank P, Ross Vlogs Days. Hello. Good morning. Twisted Metal, good morning. Tori Morrison, good morning. Bear and or the Garden. Good morning. Lee, good morning. Jaron Rollins, good morning. Jerome is saying hello to Twisted Metal. You almost caught me there, huh? Faraway land of Queens. Don Burns, good morning. Martin Becker, good morning. Marie Wiseman, good morning. Gabby, good morning. Joaquin Moore, good morning. Luke Skywalker is here. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to all those celebrating Friday. It's not even Wednesday for me yet. I'm working this weekend. Oh, my sound is on. Working this weekend. No days off till next weekend. Which, it's going to be busy too. Then next Sunday I got to fly out for a conference, and then I'm back on Tuesday. But at least it's not as hectic anymore in that we don't have to move right on May 1st, but let's see. Christina G, good morning. Michael B, good morning. Paul McNeely, good morning. Ozzy Joanne, good morning. Bear in the Gardens over on Twitch as well. Kadir Hussein, good morning. Flying Carpet, happy Friday. Yeah, we'll have to channel her in spirit. Sheila, good morning. Luke Arthur in Australia. Good morning / evening. I don't know if I missed Chris Bates before. Good morning. Leon, good morning. Angvid is here, good morning. Luke over on Kick now. Oh man, it was not the most restful sleep. But we'll make it. For now. Is today officially Good Friday? Mark Luca, good morning. Clinton Efford, good morning. Luke Skywalker with a super duper chat. $30 super chat from Luke Skywalker, showing support on all the platforms and then some. Thank you, Luke Skywalker, for that extra support and generosity. Very, very kind. The Force is definitely with Luke. Zither, good morning. Robert T, good morning. Renee Tiefenbacher, good morning. Barbara Reichentraut, good morning. Melissa, good morning. Dark Clouds, good morning. Kevin Hawthorne, good morning. George H, hello, good morning. Steve B, good morning. Beyond Adventurous, hello. Circle Beyond, good morning. Trevline, good morning. Ron is here, hello. Thank you, Luke, again. I'm one with the Force is with me. Wizard of Izza, good morning. Morning so far, not bad. Baby commuter almost slept through the whole night. She woke up at 4:45 and turned the lights in the bedroom to max. So I was hoping, because I have to be up by 5 a.m. to be ready for this. So I was hoping she'd get back to sleep by 5 a.m. She wasn't. I told her I gotta get ready before I try to sleep. So she said she would. I think 5 minutes later she came out and bothered Mrs. Computer. Oh well. The apartment signing, there was a question about. It went, I guess, as well as it can go. A lot of signatures. It was not really anything negative. When we did the final walkthrough, even though the apartment is being sold as is technically, it should still, apparently, they should still be like broom ready, whatever, like at least like cleaned, but it was so messy, like dirty, like in the kitchen area, that our realtor requested like a cleaning credit. It's not much, like $100, to hire a cleaning person, but at least it went without any hitches at that. And they said fine. But I guess that's it. We're done. Well, we're not done. Man, everything's just getting started. Now we got to get it really ready to move in. But we did, as I planned, go to the apartment to rip up the carpets. And it turns out most of the floor is actually in pretty good condition. It's probably quite salvageable. It might not even need any like buffing or sanding or anything like that. Except the kitchen. That does need to be fixed somehow. But we'll see. All right, well, that's the story. I get up pretty much around 5 every day. I just like to stay consistent. The problem is when I stay up later, I still get up at 5. Nigel, hello. Jean-Jacques, hello. That's right, Ambrose, my tech. Baby Grinch is here. Sue Pitchford, good morning. Deborah, good morning. Sergey, good morning. I work regardless of any social constructs. The entire building. Well, so most buildings coming up, I think no new building is allowed to use gas anymore. They'll have to be electric. This one is old enough to have had gas, but it's also all electric. I don't know if that has to do with its like conversion to co-ops back in the 80s. Maybe it also never had gas in this building, since it wasn't like apartments before, I guess. But I don't know. We did learn, however, that the building does not have a very big garbage room. So we would not be able to throw out the carpets. They said the only way to get rid of this amount of there's a lot of it's like carpets and whatever the padding they use under the carpets that was stapled down. All that has to be removed by like the junkyard boys or something. But the floors essentially are untouched for 40 years, covered in carpet. Tomoko in Yokohama, hello. Brian Liddon Oxford, good morning. William D'Angelo, good morning. No fart-powered stoves, no. And all the appliances, while old, do work. Although I imagine the efficiency of a 50-year-old electric oven is different than a modern day one. So we may want to update that eventually too. At least it's not like it's probably easier that it's not a gas oven, right? You just measure, my goodness, what is that noise? You just measure, swap it out, and plug it in, right? The car's scraping something under it. Jeffrey Wu's here. Hello. Photo Space Fan. Hello. We're not like putting back wall-to-wall carpeting. We have some like area rugs from the current apartment we'll just reuse. They're still fine as far as I can tell. Nothing under the carpet except some like box cutter blades. Peregrine Falcon's over on Kick, vibing. Catching up here. It is live. Sorry, I'm like behind on chat. I go off on diatribes, and then we fall behind. Good time to get an air fryer. We got like no room for anything. This kitchen is probably half the size of our current one, which is fine. Whatever. We'll make it work. One thing I may want to do is find a way to mount the microwave, because there's no microwave built in anywhere. We have one that we had to get for this current apartment anyway, so I can move that, but that'll take up all the space somehow. They apparently, the newer ovens, they have like an air fryer function built in. If you get a nice enough oven, you can have the air fryer built into the oven. And so you can consolidate. So maybe that's something we can think about down the line. Bridge stats are coming today. By the way, for the folks on the green platform, I think this light's about to change. Oh man, how long is this delay? Oh, that Five Guys is almost done. It's a long delay. There it is. I don't know what I was talking about. I forgot. I lost my train of thought. Oh, the green platform, right. We're also live on YouTube and Twitch. YouTube has been my first home. Yeah, we'll definitely have the microwave. We just need to figure out if we're going to keep the same one, maybe find a way to mount it higher. Or something like that. No balcony, no. That's not like a strict requirement for me. Nova Rain is here. Good morning. Yeah, there's no hood vent. Well, the microwaves that go over the oven with the vent in it, like, do they actually do anything? They just vent the air even higher, unless you have like a duct in the wall behind it to put the air through. It doesn't really do much, right? It just kind of puts the air from out of your face. I guess that's the only thing it does. I don't know. That's a good idea, Melissa. Our current one, though it's probably highly not recommended, I did get a heavy-duty extension cord because there were no plugs near where I put it. Nah, the wisteria is not really doing much yet. I wanted to be across the street to see, but it's not really in bloom yet. Definitely Apple. wonders if New York is blind friendly because their friend Matt lives here. And they're worried he might get into an accident. That sounds like a Daredevil reference to me. But there are a lot of accessibility enhancements in New York. Though I'd still say the sidewalks. I know I'm answering a joke now. Seriously, but yeah, the sidewalks are still very difficult. They're all slanted. There's a lot of crooks, nooks, and crevices, and all this. So it's probably not the easiest, but there are ways to navigate the subway with accessibility in mind, but not all stations have elevators, as far as I know. Well, definitely not. Anyway, what else have I missed? Probably a lot. Jacob, the director. Hello. To Jesse, good morning. Ooh, you got night botted. It's probably like, well, the city's always slightly warmer anyway, but I imagine that might contribute to earlier blooming of stuff and things. Paulie, good morning. Oh, what a coincidence, but not. Oh boy. There's a dining room in the rear. What a coincidence. Me too. All right. Actually, let's check the dining room size. Is it? No, it's a good sized dining room back there. Yeah. Master 746379. Hello. Ducks can't really vent kitchens, huh? Today is one of those days. Has Nightbot given us the temperature recently? 49. Oh man, I didn't walk fast enough, and there's one car waiting. Just one car. It's green now. But I feel like I lost my flow. Yeah, today's one of those days where the temperature in the morning is like jacket weather, and then it's going to be in the mid 60s later. So what I did instead was I got my Tech Bro vest, and I used that instead of a full jacket. So hopefully that'll put me in between. Ride the line of jacket, no jacket weather. Justin S., good morning. We're back. Televerse salesman, good morning. I don't want to wear. I smell that pizza again. I don't know what else it could be. It really smells like pizza. The Standard Hotel doing its standard watering of the sidewalks. That's right, just the vest, nothing else. Cars, no cars. Surfboard, good morning. Yep, Justin, we covered it. No more questions. We did talk about it. Yeah, we signed everything. We ripped up the carpets and the floors in better condition than we hoped for. So hopefully, hope a lot. We could just keep it. We used to do more like late afternoon, Wednesday, Friday streams. But things have been so busy this last month with the apartment and work stuff too, actually, that it's just, I've been using the extra time to do that kind of stuff, to work on personal things and stay caught up on work stuff. Hup. Oh, the side of that building looks pixelated. All right, we're good. I do have a lot of hair dryers around. No, there's no walk-in closets in this place. If anything, storage is a little bit on the light side. But it does have very high ceilings, so there's potential for some attic loft structures in certain areas. Yeah, I looked, and other apartments have done lofted sleeping areas. I don't know how long of a delay. No, it's a very short delay on this one. Okay, Bleecker Street, very, very short delay. Yeah, others have done a lot of things with different levels in the building because of the high ceilings. So there are existing lamps in there, but I don't even know the kind of bulb they use. They're like very old school gallery lights, and they're like huge. So what I'm assuming I can do is, because they are on tracks, I could probably just disconnect those lights and just reuse the wiring for something that I could just replace and just plug in regular LED lights and use that. Because one of the things I do is I change everything to smart lights so I can control it with my voice or from my phone or from anywhere. But I guess the other thing I could do is replace all of the wall outlets with smart switches too. So I can do it at that level if I need to. But it doesn't really matter. The only reason that would matter is if people keep flipping the switch and then you can't control the smart lights because the switch is off. But if you have a smart switch, that doesn't matter because it's always connected and you can digitally change it whenever you want. Neil LeBlaze, good morning. John Winsborough, good morning. Joan Ratchford, good morning. Yeah, it's very possible, Susie. Am I good working with this stuff? I don't think I'm good at it, but I can stumble my way through easy stuff. You know, I have to make sure I find the right breaker, make sure there's no power going through it. And if it's just swapping out a light fixture or a wall thing, yeah, that's how good I know. It's called the wall thing. Gang, does that involve with wall things? Something called a gang, if it's like a dual gang or something? Am I getting close? I'm like at that level where I don't know enough, but I know enough to be dangerous to myself. The Niels, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Oh, Justin, absolutely. I did have to live in Stony Brook for a couple of years before we got another place in the city. in the late 2000s. And I really could not sleep in warm weather. Like I can have no blanket on me. I can have as minimal clothing as possible, down to zero, and if it's too warm, I cannot sleep. It's like torture. I just lay there. I'm sure there's a lot worse situations it could be, but like I got so used to sleeping in the cold, and we can adjust, but I just couldn't. So my fix for that, because my mother never used enough blankets, so she was always cold. So she'd always stayed up late. She's always a night owl, and I was always a morning person. So she would be up late and changing the thermostat, and I would wake up. I could tell when the temperatures changed. Even if I'm sleeping, I'll wake up and I have to deal with that. So it wasn't a very fancy system, but it did have timer settings. So, based on the time of day, you can make it set a certain temperature. So, and you could set the time of the timers of the whatever they are. So I changed them all. I think you were only allowed to have 4 of them in that system. So I put one for 1 a.m., for 2 a.m., for 3 a.m., and for 4 a.m. So that no matter what she did, it would reset back to a lower temperature at every hour in the middle of the night. See, Gerard, I was close. Oh, I know enough to be dangerous to myself. Take photos as you take something apart. That's a good idea. I try to keep the screws in the same position as they took them out too, so that I can put them back in the same hole. But with the wires and stuff, that's a good idea. And Surfboard with a $10 super chat for morning beverage. Thank you, Surfboard, for your super support. I appreciate that. I feel like I need the coffee because so after we put in some sweat, ripping everything up. Some of those carpets are really under built-in bookshelves. I don't know how that even worked out, but we had to really put some effort in. And then we went out for a nice dinner, but it ran late, so I didn't get enough sleep. All my lights right now are Philips Hue because I couldn't really change the receptacles or whatever they're called for the light switches in this rental. So what I did instead, so nobody messes with the switches, so they sell these Sabbath light switch covers because if you follow Judaism very strictly, you're not supposed to use electricity after sundown Friday until sundown Saturday. And so one way to kind of limit yourself is to throw on these Sabbath covers so that you're not flipping the switches. But those are also very useful for people with smart lights and old school switches where you don't want people using the switches on the wall to turn off the lights. Amazon sells those. Moving out of the city? Nah. I'm sticking around. The only reason I'd probably move at this point if it's I get an offer I can't refuse with some work or something. The Sabbath covers are just magnetic though. They attach to the 2 screws on the outside of a switch, so they're not that hard to get around. And of course people have just taken them off and flipped the switch anyway. Even though I put them there for a reason, it doesn't always get nothing ever works out my way. So that's why I'd rather just swap out the smart switch thing in the wall to have a more foolproof solution. But we'll figure it out later. That's the least of my worries right now. No farmhouse yet. Oh, it should be changing for me to go left. It's red for the cars anyway. Yep. Man. Is that how that's supposed to be? I guess when it's that big of a truck and it's that heavy, there's only so much suspension can do. I have no idea. Ned Peppers, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I've taped things down before too. It's always an option. But people still, they'll rip it over and flip the switch. Whatever. Anyway, Jim Barrows, good morning. It's bright today. Hey, really? Okay, don't start the timer yet. Don't start the timer yet. What caused it this time? Why am I getting a hot capture card? Is it the wire? All right, I'm gonna jump a couple of times. Man, that was a solid jump. I don't know what that was. Let me try bending all directions, see if there's something in my backpack that's doing something weird. Jiggle the wire a little bit. Nope, that all seems okay. I don't know. I'm worried that we're gonna start moving and then it's gonna happen again. All right, I'm just gonna go. Let's roll. I don't know what I did to the electronics. Gigi's here, good morning. Yeah, I think the problem is we haven't, that same person. They're always on the side of the path, even though there's a bike lane on the other side of the bridge. But, oh well. Yeah, I think it's because we haven't been doing afternoon streams. I haven't had the chance to really keep playing with the stuff. It's gotta be the gremlins. Yeah, that one was a capture card audio error. I don't know what that was about. Because the other day, it was like everything kept dropping out again. We have broken the 17-minute mark before Allie's here. Good morning. There goes and walks Sean on my backpack again. Another train's coming. already got memory issues, Ron. In my brain. Prayer Carrington, good morning. The South African Spring here. Crossed this bridge in 4 minutes. It's much faster than me. There's Big as a Walk shot out of my backpack and into the stream. Big as a Walk shot, everybody. This is the Manhattan Bridge. We'll be doing the Brooklyn Bridge in about 25 minutes. About. First we gotta do this one though. The heaviest bridge? That's an interesting question. Oh, George Washington Bridge is also huge, yeah. That probably makes sense. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be close to 80 here too, if not 80. Which is great because I'll be working. I don't know, Bagel Boy, you tell me. No, I got the capture card audio error again, just as we started walking on the bridge. Jerome from Queens with a $20 super chat. Thanks for your walks. Good luck with the new apartment. Thank you, Jerome, for your support during the walks. You're here pretty much every stream saying hello from Queens, so I appreciate you hanging out with us consistently and the extra super duper support from a super duper chat. Soups doops. Thank you, Jerome. Seconds for an F1 car. Is that taking into consideration like road conditions? Elliot Brown, good morning. Roxanne with a super sticker, $10 super sticker. Roxanne always hanging out with us too. And giving us extra generosity. Thank you, Roxanne, for all your support. Super chats, watch times. We appreciate you. A whole book lost, Ted. Uh-oh. It's just a 2-bed, 1-bath apartment. No frills, except I guess the high ceilings. But that's only because it was like a weird converted building. Which I kind of like. I don't really care about high ceilings, but if they're high enough, you can do interesting stuff with them. I feel like most ceilings in New York City apartments are like 8 to 9 feet, but these are like 12 feet. If they were like 10-foot ceilings, that would be also high, but you can't like do too much more with that. You can put a small like storage area, I guess. But you can't really have 2 levels you could stand up in. I mean, I guess I wouldn't be able to either in a 12-foot ceiling, but you know what I mean. Boot, thanks for the follow. Apple Stephen Loki, hello. Geiger, good morning. And Deborah. Q-Train. With a $20 super chat. Thanks for the walk. Get out of my eyes. Thank you, Deborah. Helping me never to forget. What's his name? Man. Deborah. Brad? Dang. I can't remember his name. Well, at least never forgetting his voice. Everybody loves Raymond. Thank you, Deborah. Sorry, the train came right there. I don't know if I'm making good time today. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm feeling it. Well, not Ray Romano. I was trying to remember the actor's name who played his brother. Brad Garrett, maybe? Is that right? Yeah, thank you, Ron. Robert was his name on the show. Right. Deborah. Whoa, it's like eerily quiet. No cars passing right now, no trains. One cyclist. I could hear the FDR rumble behind me. Oh, car came. Wow. Spring break week traffic, or lack thereof. I think I missed Cat Yellow before too. Hagrin, hello. Oh, how would I pronounce it? Is it Hager or Hagarin? Sorry. But Geiger, glad you're enjoying. Sebastian, good morning. That was quiet. I forget where Pee Pee Poo Poo is. Is that here? I think it's at the end of this bridge. Right? I think? I don't remember anymore. Neon Taito, hello. Uh-oh. Something's going on back there again. My AT&T hotspot dropped contribution substantially. Why? Since the beginning of time, hell. Lobo, good morning. All right, I don't know. I ordered another, so what I found on Amazon also was a set of differently sized motherboard standoffs, so I can kind of try to mount the Ratsha as nicely as possible into this case and try to see if there's any shorts in there that are messing with it. So we'll see. But that's not coming in yet. I think maybe today, actually. At least I got those from Amazon. I did get another heat sink from AliExpress, but that's going to be a while. Ron, the guy did offer a reward. I declined. Before with no traffic noise or train noise. I just want to host SNL. Yeah. With no standoffs, you might get some shorts. But sometimes you get lucky and nothing happens, and then you don't use them next time, and then something happens. I think I would have a good time with voiceover work. I don't know if I'd be good at it, but I'd like to try. Debbie, good morning. Like the monologue skit or my first actual skit? Because I guess, I don't know what I would do for the monologue. I don't do stand-up. I guess I could just walk. I could do a little piano song thing. Did I miss the people poo-poo? And I wonder what it is about this thing right now. Because AT&T stopped contributing properly. And I don't know why. It's weird. It's still part of spring break right now, so public schools are off. Another train. That goofy impression was a one-time only, I think. I don't know. Appreciate that, Colleen. I don't get anything off Sandy, else I wouldn't bother anyway. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think Al Mayer slipped up with fingers a little bit. I think they might have double pressed something or other. But Al Mayer with a $50 super chat. Incredible generosity. Outstanding support. Not Al Mayer's first rodeo either. Long-time watcher and generous donator too. Appreciate that, Al Mayer. Thank you. Was the goofy impression clipped? Oh boy. That should go into a reel whenever that happens. If I ever get a chance to actually make a reel, so you can have that instead of the BRB pigeons. Up and drop next to the follow. Nice. Sounds like I have a friend in Margie's cat. I'm not feeling the speed today. I don't know how to read that. I don't know if it's supposed to be like Sovanochik. Thanks for the follow. No, not a holiday here, Mike. Some places might, but not for me. Largest donation might have been during some of the snow streams. Back when New York City live streams were like top level viewership. Like people with a couple thousand subscribers could have like 4,000 people watching routinely. I think there was like $100 donation in one of those. Steve Cruz, hello, happy Friday. Yeah, AT&T is just giving me only 100, 200 kilobits. I actually got your cat to react to the meow. Oh boy. Yeah, TH, this is one of those days I was describing in another stream where, you know, you need a jacket in the morning, but you don't need one in the afternoon. So I compromised. I put on a vest. I put on a Tech Bro vest that I acquired when I cosplayed Jeff Bezos. Let's see. Yes. Steve Cruz is also on the donation train. Maybe that's one of those trains that was going over the Manhattan Bridge. With a $20 super chat for the coffee fund. Thank you, Steve, also for your super duper support. Much appreciated. A poem about finance, bro. Vests. Uh-oh. Oh, something's going on here. Oh, I think the lights are out. The traffic lights are out. Yeah, traffic lights are out. Well, they're working on it. Thanks again, Steve. Now, if only we could figure out why AT&T's not contributing very much. And Nigel with a 10-pound super chat. Thank you, Nigel, for your support as well. Much appreciated. Do I get all the donations, or does YouTube cream off anything? They do take off the top, I think, like 30%. Maybe that's more exact, Justin. But yeah, Google has to take. They take, and they don't give us anything. Well, I can't say that, but they do mess with us. Yeah, Twitch has donations, but I think they're all referred to as bits. Bits. I don't know what it translates. I don't know if like a bit is a cent. So is 100 bits a dollar? I don't know. Patrice, good morning. My shadow was very long. Wonder if Neistat will be running today. I mean, he might be, we just might not be in his path. Oh, I missed the bridge stats. Oh, 17 minutes, 2 seconds. Faster than last week. That's nice, that's good. Faster. But I don't know about this one. I do have a PayPal. I've heard of some questionable things with PayPal sometimes too. I heard there's like ways to get scammed where people like donate but then they demand the money back, and if you transfer it out after they demand it back, you get more, you get like dinged by PayPal as if it's your fault. Or something like that. I have to remember why. Mighty Bull is here. Good morning. Yeah, I think I do have a Patreon. Still recovering from running up the steps. Whoa, baka. I gotta rearrange the straps a little bit on my backpack. I might have to change this backpack out for something with more comfortable straps, I think. I think this one is too much for carrying 30 pounds daily. The straps aren't really that comfortable. And I think one of them is slightly longer than the other, and that might be what's upsetting my back a little bit. I think Manhattan Bridge is longer than the Brooklyn Bridge for walking. I don't know that GPT is correct. Maybe it takes into account the sections before the stairs, like the ramp. I don't know. I'm thinking of that Willem Dafoe Spider-Man scene. I'm something of a musician myself. At least maybe one day I was. No pressure. Thanks for the follow. Bring honor to your family. Ask it some math questions, see if it'll do okay. Have it do like 15 plus 15 minus 15. Wonder if I can handle that. It's basic. It's a very condescending message, GPT. This sounds like you were having some fun. Oh, I can have fun if you want. Talk like that. Yes, very much so, Cat Yellow. Darn, the Brooklyn Bridge sometimes has hiccups in service. I do wish AT&T was more cooperative right now. I gave you some sort of an answer on that. Yeah, you can't really count to infinity. You can only approach infinity. Is that right, Bear in the Garden physics? That sounds right. I am not a physics. Uh-oh, we got Twisted Metal's pin code. It seems like a long time to enter. Oh no, why are they blocking the bridge? I think they said that lady said, "You gotta be kidding me." I agree with her. Circumference of a honeybee's abdomen. Interesting. get our photo op in the middle. Which side will I do first? I don't know yet. I usually do south first. So I guess I'll do that again. Okay. A little hazy in the distance. You can still see the moon a little bit. Statue of Liberty over there on the right, New Jersey behind it. Governor's out in front of us, Staten Island behind that. Verrazano Bridge just behind, I guess, Red Hook, Brooklyn area. Let's turn this way. The rest of the Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan Bridge, Dumbo area over there. 1 Manhattan Square, the Cheese Grater Building. Midtown, also in kind of a haze. It's kind of looks like a more hot day. Yeah, summer haze to it. Hudson Yards. All right, resume. Wow, we had a big drop in bit rate there too. Dang. Big drop, big drop. Yeah, middle of the bridge sometimes struggles, but I think it's also because AT&T is not fully contributing today. I don't know why. It's recovering now on Verizon. Verizon's recovering slowly. I'll probably dig in the backpack when we get to the park at the end, just to see what AT&T could be doing. Technologia. Ricotta, thanks for the follow. We did my so-called retirement. It is complete. We are done. Very behind schedule. Hey, you're right. Gotta do the TikTok dances. .360. That's that camera that she's holding. Not really, Geiger. Not commuting anyway. It's just like 2 crack of dawn. No respect. Report me. I don't know if I can make up on lost time here. Because I'm also like keeping an extra close eye on the stats of the Bella box, since it seems to be fragile again today. That is true, Ron. Yeah, we're right at that like 50-degree threshold for sniffles. 30-second mark already. It doesn't feel like that much left, but I don't know that I could do that in 4 minutes. Right now, I feel like I'm getting extra slowed. So we lost a couple of seconds there, I think. Walk by, hello. All right, we're off the wooden planks. I just gotta get to that staircase, which is really quite a ways away still. I'm gonna activate my Heelys. Oh, bust my face so fast with that. Those. I wonder if we could at least hit sub 15 today. Sub 15 minutes. Frogman, good morning. Fascinating, good morning. Oh, we hit 50. We were 49 before, I think. Yes, Todd. Yep. Yuri, good morning. The pigeon sound? Yeah, that was me. How slow can I go? That would be like tough on me. I think it might be tougher on me than going fast. Zed, thanks for the follow. Lizzie Banks, good morning. Stairs. Music. Down. All right. Colleen, thank you. We enjoy your presence as well. Okay, let's take a lighter speed for a little bit. Mojave, good morning. Wonder what stats we have for the bridge today. Nothing, Phil. Nothing will stop me. 14:51. Okay, at least we're sub 15. I feel better when we're sub 15. Take it. At least we were faster than last week. Nicktastic, good morning. Ooh, posture check from Anker, thank you. Yeah, not this week or next week. It sounds like I should still be commuting the week after. I guess we'll see, but it should be. Maybe I should move over. Maybe I should take some of this time to move the Mac Mini that I use for OBS to my grandma's apartment. Because I got her Fios also over there, and then I can have it available in case there is downtime, so we can still stream. The only thing I'll have to figure out is the WebSocket server, but it's not the biggest deal. I could always just log in remotely to control it if I have to. Since Chrome or even Parsec, I don't think they require port opening. This is the 8th quickest crossing on record. Not too bad. Not too bad. It's not going to change that differently. That significantly, I don't think, Deborah. Oh, this grass is really green now. The Boyds. Oh, Bear in the Garden with 5 additional memberships gifted to Amber Rose Chamberpot, Karen McLean, Michelle Evans, Bob G, Jason Charter. Thank you, Bear in the Garden, for all the work you put in. Spreadsheets, calculations, giftings, animal statistics, all documented, all ready to be delivered at all times. Steve Parker, good morning. Strawberry Fields has made it in. Good morning. Our special dinner we had yesterday was actually at Sushi Lab, which is one of my favorite sushi spots. The food is always good, but the atmosphere is always good too. The host there is a super nice guy. I think his name is Ku. He's very good. He engages with all the patrons, and he knows how to make sure everyone has a good time. This is the Sushi Lab East Village location. They have a couple of locations, but that one's the better one, I think. Even we were told this at some point, and we agree. Yeah, it did. Strawberry Fields went fine. Reggie, good morning. I mean, I wouldn't mind traveling, but I don't think the amount of travel to do this in other places consistently is going to happen anytime soon. So we keep going. GPEL, good morning. Laura Wee, thanks for the follow. Let's see. Gets a little tight there during deliveries. Strawberry feels like a plate from the fruit smell. Is the duck-billed platypus one of the only mammals that lays eggs, if not the only mammal? And if so, how much are the eggs? I was supposed to create like a command that does a counter, but I haven't done it yet because what else is new? The platypus, yep, and the echidnas, which is interesting. But, so other animals, like chickens, for example, will lay unfertilized eggs, right? Can the platypus or echidna do that too? There's 30 dozen eggs right there in 2 boxes, so I guess 60 dozen eggs. Or do they only lay fertilized eggs? Platypus eggs are small and leathery. Interesting. Those are tiny. Wow. Oh yes, the echidnas. The echidnas. Yeah, Knuckles the echidna. You should be the one to do it, Justin. That's right, not this week. It is spring break for public schools. And I think the crossing guards are only working, at least like those NYPD crossing guards, only work on school days, like public school days. I actually don't know if they work in the summer, because there is summer school. I'm assuming they would, but I don't know. Though I don't know, what's the first grade you can get left back in if you have to take summer school classes? I'm not sure. Maybe they don't, because it doesn't happen in the younger grades. Probably on the older end of the spectrum, like Martina. Richmond Tan, good morning. That's a combination there, huh? Seward Park on our left. We're about to end up. Almost there. Oh, the city's going pretty quick. A middle-aged daycare, it's called the bar. Nice. That's also true, Zither. Richmond Tan's in the Philippines. Run so you can find him if he misbehaves. Like being a superhero? Yes. Hup. Yeah, my t-shirt merch works well. You can wear it for any occasion. Happy social construct. Any occasion. Everything is pruned here, but it all grows very quickly. So we'll see this area start to really spring up. I'm gonna start digging my backpack. We're digging. Oh, wait a second. Nope. Dang. I saw AT&T start kicking up bit rate, but no, it's not at usual levels. Oh, by the way, the stream might break. Whenever I start digging around, you know, nobody knows what'll happen, so just a fair warning. Is the fan working? Yes, the fan is working. It's exhausting air nicely. Uh-oh. I think the wire just touched the fan. All right, is the AT&T overheating? It actually feels quite cool. Is it saying anything else? Warnings or anything? Interesting. Yeah, I know what I'm doing, don't worry. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know that what I'm causing. And that's problems. So, yeah. I'm gonna try restarting the AT&T hotspot. I don't know, how long is that gonna, oh, it's, uh-oh. That's not good. Oh no, we're okay. All right. You know what, I'm just gonna leave the backpack next to me because I won't have to put everything back anyway. So, I'll just leave it out. There we go. All right. We're down. We hear Ode to Joy. Caveman, hello. Was I grumpy today? I mean, it's not. It's more of a lifestyle. It's not like I cannot be not grumpy, you know? Where are we sending friends today? Oh, all day NYC's in Paris. All right, we'll send some friends back his way. I guess he's also making his way over to TwitchCon, right? Oh, Gabe for sure. That's my level. I'm always at 11, you know? I did miss the pee-poo-poo-poo sign. Oh, that pigeon flew a little too close to the sun, aka my head. Yeah, AT&T came back after the reboot. Interesting. Oh, and actually I never lost my OBS WebSockets today. That's interesting too. Usually that dies for sure, but not today. Huh. I think if anything, I'm just defeated. I'm just tired, you know. All the apartment stuff. It's still not done, you know. We at least we tore all the carpets up, so now we know what the floor looks like, and it's pretty decent. But the way they did it was they nailed down these boards at the perimeter of the floors with nails sticking up out of them, and that's how they banged the carpet in. So it was like down like that. So I had to tear all that up. But we didn't tear up those little boards. But, you know, I imagine they might ruin some of the floor on the perimeter, but whatever. Tack strips, is that what it's called? Yeah, I don't know all that. That sounds right. I'm working this weekend, so we got that going for us. Don't get a summer on my solar panel. Oh, speaking of solar panels, my Coalax solar panel finally came in after like 3 months. I thought they forgot about me, but no, I was in the queue. It was supposed to come in my backpack anyway. I wouldn't have ordered it on my own, but it came part of the pack, like the whole thing. So why not get everything? Geiger wants the mystery revealed? I don't think so. Sorry to hear, Paul. It's the best stats ever. Maki Moore, thank you for joining. Anyway, I better get cracking. Still things to do today. Oh yeah, start the Twitch raid. Right. Better start that now. Thank you for the reminder. Let's see. Creator dashboard, stream manager, raid channel, all day. Okay. Great. Right, so thanks everyone for joining today. I appreciate you hanging out. Oh my. Really appreciate the super generous super chats, super stickers, PayPal, Patreon memberships today. Thank you. Subscribers, thank you. Not subscribers, thank you too. But if you're not subscribed and listening, do think about it. Helps us out. Helps other walkers out too. Twitch friends, thank you for your follows and subscriptions. Again, a Twitch subscription is equivalent to a YouTube membership, which is premium, but you also get rid of ads on Twitch. So that's nice. But if you do have Amazon Prime, you could use a Twitch Prime sub as part of your Prime subscription at no extra charge, and that also gets rid of ads and supports creators. Otherwise, Bezos keeps his bucks. Back to YouTube, thanks for your thumbs, and to the mods, thank you everywhere. Anyway, have a great rest of Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Feel free to celebrate whatever you wish to celebrate. But try to enjoy yourselves. We're probably back Monday morning for a commute, but if I'm able to, in the midst of work and WrestleMania weekend, get out at all, maybe we'll have a test stream or something. You know, the best way to improve your mindset during a working weekend is retail therapy. So who knows what I might convince myself I need and have to test when I'm working and running off of bacon, egg, and cheese energy. Because I go hard on the food items if I'm working on the weekend. And I always start it off with a bacon, egg, and cheese. Anyway, till next time, have a good one. See you soon, hopefully. Bye.